Welcome back, everyone. Let's finish up this section by having your statements assessment test. I'm going to quickly go over the notebook in this lecture, and then in the very next lecture, we'll go over the solutions. Let's head over to the notebook. All right, here I am at the GitHub repo for this course, and in order to find the notebook that I'm referring to, it's going to be under Python statements, and then come down to statements assessment test. There's also a solutions notebook, which we're going to go over in the very next lecture. Click on statements assessment test, and then let me quickly go over the questions. So for this one, we want you to use a for statement, the .split method off a string, see if you remember that one, and an if statement to create a statement that's going to print out the words that start with an S. So here I've given you a string, and I want you to use a for loop along with split and if that's going to be able to print out only the words in this string that start with an S. Then I want you to use range to print out all the even numbers from 0 to 10. Then I want you to use list comprehension to create a list of all numbers between 1 and 50 that are divisible by 3. And that's to be evenly divisible by 3. So let me just clarify that. And then I want you to go through the string below, and if the length of a word is even, print even. So this one's a little more complex than what we've seen in these earlier questions. So what we're going to do is use what you know about Python statements, maybe a for loop here, to go through the string and every single word. So remember, you're going to have to use some sort of split on the white space. And then if the length of the word is even, print out even. Next, I want you to write a program that prints the integers from 1 to 100, but for multiples of 3, print out Fizz instead of the number, and for multiples of 5, print out Buzz. And for numbers which are multiples of both 3 and 5, print out FizzBuzz. So this is a very common question, and it's kind of used as a base filter for some interviewers when they want to know, does this person even really know how to program? So this is a really famous question called FizzBuzz. And then finally, I want you to use list comprehension to create a list of the first letters of every word in the string below. So again, we have a string below, use list comprehension to create a list of the first letters of every single word. Okay, best of luck, and definitely a big hint here is utilizing .split. You're going to need to use that for a lot of these test questions. We'll see you at the next lecture where we go over the solutions.